many books. Considering this library organizing job was classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon? What brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much you just had to come visit. Is that it?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So I'm sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. All that to say, I'm very I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the—
Don't worry, just leave the commission.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then.
Finally! We made it to the last stack! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice?
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh! Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire, by any chance? No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual content—
That explains—
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation? Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like—
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just—
Oh dear, I never could have imagined—
Sure.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donate. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
vengeance!
I'll take that as a yes, then. Ah, finally, you're here! Do you have a message for me from someone by any chance? There's not a single prophecy about you in that dictionary. That's what you were about to say, right? Oh? One moment, then. Your curiosity seems as strong as ever, Barbeloth. Alas, my future will have to remain absent from your dictionary. The wind may be happy to let dandelions trace its form and have poets sing it into verse, but to be contained is hardly its nature. So, dear Barbeloth, please do set your pen down. Words heard on the wind are not meant to be recorded on the page. If you're truly interested in this legend, allow me to fashion it into a poem. I'll be sure to share it with you ladies at our next tea party. Barbeloth has always been a reasonable person, and I believe she heard my request. As such, our conversation should be free from interruptions for now.
Wait, Barbeloth was listening in just now? Paimon didn't notice a thing!
Well, she is a Hexenzirkel mage. They all have quite a few tricks up their sleeves.
Still, you noticed right away and even got her to leave us alone. Doesn't that make you the real master at cards here?
Given the various practical factors at play, I'd call myself a master with limits.
There you go, being all secretive again. Well, anyway, there wasn't a single thing about you in that dictionary.
You being here is enough. Barbeloth's prophecy concerning me may be incomplete, but it's not incorrect. There's something I need to do, and I could indeed use your help. Trusty as always. In that case, could you play a song with me later? Yep, that's up, but don't worry. This isn't a performance to decide the fate of some consequential event. It's just a duet between friends. The last time I played this song, the howling gale was my sole audience, and the notes scattered in all directions, leaving only fragments of the melody behind. But now, with a friend like you by my side, why should the wind alone bear witness to this music? Besides, I think my hands will be just that much steadier, playing alongside a trusty friend like you. That's all I ask. Now, let's head to the performance. All right, let's get going. Just relax and let the winds lead the way. No need to hold your breath. In and out. Easy does it. I let the birds know we would be coming, so we won't run into them. Don't worry. It's just a little ocean spray. You won't get soaked. Ah, the delightful sea breeze. Go on, breathe it in. We're almost there.
This island looks kinda familiar.
Not always. It was once an isle like any other. An ordinary, unassuming aggregation of sand and gravel. That is, until seeds of stories were brought here by the wind and cultivated by time. And in due course, the wind brought forth new tales, and time caused them to grow into legends. So with that, allow me to welcome you in truth to this island favored by time, traveler. This is the place where time and wind met in the distant past.
Whoa. You suddenly sound so serious, Tone Deaf Bard. Paimon's not sure she's following this conversation anymore either.
Fret not, dear Paimon. The best stories always start with a bit of suspense and intrigue. I told you about this before, remember? About how I encountered Time at the Thousand Winds Temple and received some help? Well, it was because of Time's help that those first winds of freedom were able to blow so strongly. But forceful gales like that are most suited to wiping things clean, not helping things grow. So, after a few crises in Monstad were resolved, I made the winds gentler. Just strong enough to bolster the people in times of need without knocking them off their feet. Shadows gather in the distance. I've heard about the Pyro Archon's face-off with the ruler of death, Renova, and what happened to the Fatui Harbinger, the captain. And that's not even mentioning how abyssal activity has been encroaching closer and closer to Mondstadt. I fear the impending crisis may be beyond what humans alone can solve. In light of that, I need to be prepared. It is the Animal Archon's duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead. But if I whip up a gale of such strength in Mondstadt City, it would just turn the place upside down. Clothes, hats, the flowers that rest on people's balconies. That's why I chose to do it here. The place where I once offered an ode to time. Who knows? Perhaps time shows this island special favor precisely on account of my lovely, lovely music.
Wait, so is this place really? There's a tide that ebbs and flows, and a bunch of birds.
Time's impact on things isn't limited to what the eye can see. Think of if the outer peel remains intact, it's nearly impossible for the average person to tell whether the fruit inside is ripe. But even the tiniest hole in said peel will cause the fruit to rot. Starting from that spot, nestled in the hands of time, not one blemish marks this island's peel. Thus, time's influence on its very essence remains hidden to all. At the most fundamental level, of course. All things that lack time's favor will be erased at some point. But with the power that remains here, I can leverage time to draw a boundary around the wind. That way, the outside world won't notice a thing, no matter how powerful of a gale I whip up here. Of course, as the one requesting help, I should offer something in return. That's why I invited you here, traveler. So we could perform an ode to time together. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, and I can lend you an instrument if you need one. Great. Let's get... Looks like our music has moved some in our audience to step on stage. But that's against concert rules, so let's usher them out. I understand your love for music, of course. But for now, I'm going to have you leave the premises. You two! Time to end! All right, that should do it. That was an exquisite performance, traveler. Thank you. Don't worry. That power was mine and mine alone. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument so that it might play melodies lovelier still.
Ha! So you do have some tricks up your sleeve. What else are you hiding, huh?
Oh, Paimon. How many tricks could I possibly have? I only have 2 sleeves, after all.
You know that's not what Paimon meant, Tone-Deaf Bard.
I have a feeling the wind is gonna be pretty strong today. We should head back to Monstad and tell people to hold on to their hats.
Oh, you finished sorting already? Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together? Oh, that's all? Well, don't worry. I won't forget. Ah, so you noticed too. Not to mention, this is the largest library in Northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer... Besides, if a book exists in this world, better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more... suspect. Anyway, here's your payment.
Hey, Durin! So this is where you've been.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. What are you doing here?
The real question is, what are you doing cooped up in here reading a book?
Oh, well, ever since I've had more chances to interact with the people of Mondstadt, I've been having trouble telling when people are joking. For example, I saw a beautiful flower the last time I was at the florist, so I told the shopkeeper, and she said, if you like these weeds so much, you should add some mint and sweet flowers and make it a bouquet. So I did as she said, and when I showed her the finished bouquet, she gave me a frankly terrifying look. Later, Albedo opined that this happened because I have trouble understanding the meaning behind words. So after I learned the Mondstadt script, he told me I could come here and read. I was born from a storybook, so I felt that these books might be able to teach me more about the rules of this world. And, well, I guess I lost track of time. So, did you guys need something?
Yeah, we have a message to pass along from Rhine-Daughter.
Oh, it's from Aunt Rhine-Daughter? No, I'm just surprised. Rhine-Daughter is my mom's friend, and the mother of the dragon that once existed in my stead. I supplanted him, took the fate that should have been his. So if she dislikes me, well, I'm not sure what I'd do.
Yeah, we're here for you. But seriously,
That does make me feel... Well,
where are we? Did this stupid dictionary transport us to some weird place again?
my mom's scent.
Whoa! Here
I have a message to deliver on Master Rhindaughter's behalf. Ahem.
This is the first time we're meeting, so I'm not sure how to address you. But since you're Hem's child, I suppose I'll stick with Mini Durin. Though you appear smaller than the Durin that came before you, that same strength flows through your veins, not a drop less. He was a child of Humus, an incomplete creation. Thus, he lacked the will to control his own strength. Yet this power was beyond what he could withstand, and so it twisted him, consumed him, thus sealing his ultimate fate. Albedo claims that you have transcended this tainted blood, becoming a being much like himself. That is his opinion. I remain unconvinced. I trust only the facts, only that which I see for myself. So take...
Ah! Where did all these monsters come from?
Is this the proof you need, Aunt Rhindaughter? Very well. I'll show you what I can do.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
The power within me is surging. This is getting easier.
Looks like Albedo wasn't mistaken after all.
Next time, maybe don't ambush us with a bunch of...
Still, I do feel like I can control my power more freely now that we've defeated them.
After hearing about you, I prepared a technique that would seal the dark power in your blood. I had planned to take this opportunity to pass it on to you. Of course, using it comes with a price. While it would maintain your existence in Tevat, it would also weaken your connection to this world. And you are M's child, when all is said and done. How could I allow that uncontrolled power to send you down the same path as the child who came before you? But seeing you now, it appears my concerns were misplaced. M was a terrific mother, and a far more capable one than I. And I must admit, I'm rather curious to see how far you can go. How will you, an alchemical being truly integrated with this world, find your place in human society? I've never conducted an experiment like this before. As such, you may yet hold the key to some unexpected answers.
Hey! You got one thing wrong there. Durin's not an experiment. He's our friend.
I'm not sure I understand, but I appreciate your kindness, Aunt Rhindaughter.
Ahem. And that's all Master Rhindaughter has to say.
Yeah, we're used to talking cats at this point, but one that can imitate someone else's voice? That's a first.
I don't see how that's important, but if you must know, I am Sebas, a simple butler. You're friends of Albedo, yes? Strictly speaking, I am his elder. So make no mistake, I am no ordinary cat. In fact, from a biological standpoint, I am no cat at all, but rather an alchemical being. You wouldn't consider yourself a specter simply because you float in the air like one, surely.
A specter? What are you trying to say, mister?
Oh, I know. Sabaz is implying that you're...
What thought?
Oh, and considering how Master Rhindaughter's message ended, I suppose this technique is useless now. I'll just destroy it. Few and far between are the people that can make her reconsider. Quite the impressive feat, young man. With that done, I'll be going now. I have another message to pass along. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime.
Whoa. I've never seen this stuff before.
Oh, Albedo's over there. Wonder what he's doing. Hey,
Yes, I finally have a moment to myself. So I decided to pick up my brush and get some practice in. Indeed. Of course, thanks to your help, and my fellow knights. In addition, I was able to complete the final I couldn't have asked for a better out. Sucrose has been advancing swiftly in her studies too. The Knights of Favonius don't have any duties for me. No responsibilities, no tasks, no problems to resolve. It's not. It just feels strange, not having to rack my brain for solutions to all manner of problems. To be quite honest, I keep finding myself considering if there might be other issues that need solving, but unfortunately for me, Mondstadt seems perfectly problem-free.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying a bit of me time. Nothing good comes from working yourself to the bone. But if you're really that bored, you can come hang out with us. Paimon will teach you the true art of doing nothing.
Well, I suppose I should learn from the best.
Traveler, don't say things like that. You're gonna jinx us.
Strange to see you so idle, Albedo. But considering that you've completed Master Rhindaughter's final task, I suppose you deserve a break.
Whoa, Sabas? Where did you come from? Paimon did...
Oh, so you've met? I don't suppose Sebas told you of our relation to each other, did he? If I had to put a label on it, then I suppose that's fair.
Don't you take that tone with me. I'll have you know that I alone keep that giant house in order as its butler. And yes, that has meant dealing with the assorted collection of vials and jars that you and Master use. Washing them, drying them, all that work done by one cat.
Wait, you're a butler? How does that work? How do you handle vials and stuff without, you know, thumbs?
How do you stay afloat in midair?
Huh? It's just something Paimon's always known how to do.
Housekeeping is the same for me. Such facts are not up for question, and shall receive no answers.
Hey! You're not allowed to say the same answer that Paimon said. You... Ugh. Sure. But don't expect Paimon to listen to his rambling.
Allow me to get to the point, then. I'm here at Master Rhindaughter's request. Ahem.
Dearest Albedo, in regard to that task I set for you, your discovery of an answer that you can accept is most delightful. Alas, once a problem is solved, mulling it over in one's head loses all meaning. I'm sure the pendulum in your ever-whirring mind is swinging toward boredom as we speak. Might I suggest posing questions of your own, then? Cast the answers you know aside. Instead, embrace the questions you don't. After all, questions have always been more interesting than answers, and much better for passing the time. I look forward to what questions you'll bring me upon our next meeting, and should you come up with ones even I've never considered, all the better. It's unlikely, of course, but do your best. And who knows? If you're lucky, you might just surprise me. Oh, and don't attempt to create a self whose sole purpose is to pose or ponder questions. I've tried it, and it doesn't work. Lastly, I sent Sabas with a gift for you. Do keep it well, all right? Ah, and no need to feed him. He doesn't get hungry.
As you instruct, Master.
Master had quite a bit to say, I see. That really took a lot out of me. In any case, you have your message. Why you insist on staying in a place like this is beyond me. Couldn't you have stayed in Mondstadt like that other fellow? But I digress. I shall be on my way. If I stay here a second longer, my tail might turn into an icicle. Your gift from Master Rhindaughter is on the table. Use it well.
You know, Albedo, your family gets more confusing by the second. Speaking of, would that cat really count as a family member? He called himself a butler and all, but...
Master created Sabas long before me, so he was right. By the standards of a normal family, that would make him my elder. Of course, my family could scarcely be considered normal. So, by that logic, that type of relationship holds little meaning. At the same time, Sabas did look after me quite a bit back in the day. helping me tidy up various vials and jars. He even modeled for my sketches at times.
Wait a second. The cat you drew today?
Yes. Whenever I need to think, I turn to drawing. And for some reason, I often wind up choosing a portrait of Sabas. I have drawn so many at this point that it's become second nature. Thus,
Yeah, we thought it was just a random cat.
well, now you know his real name. But right now,
The tree takes pride in its most perfect fruit. So complete, so flawless. But you, O Seed of Dreams, do not settle for being the king of a universe, confined to its flesh.
I need to think.
Given previous results, I should make a few adjustments to the experiment and ensure that the materials and equipment are all in order. As for the potion I need to make... Oh, Traveler.
We're here to help with your task.
My task. Oh, you're just in time. The experiment is ongoing.
Ongoing?
Yes, it aligns with other research topics I've been working on. Still,
What?
I've been unsuccessful.
Oh,
It's not as simple as just failing. The whole theoretical framework behind this task is a bit more complicated than I imagined.
oh right. You still haven't told us what...
One meant to develop a potion that can transform sweet flowers into a variant 16 times its normal size. That is to say, the formulation of botanical augmentation reagent type 4, iteration 7. As you can probably guess, this is my 7th time running the experiment.
Wow. So, basically, we need...
Well, yeah, that's about right. This is my 7th attempt. But I didn't make many adjustments to the formula this time, because both the theoretical principles behind this experiment and the products of the process prove there's nothing wrong with it.
But you haven't succeeded yet, right?
Yes, I'm thinking that it's not my current formula that is wrong, per se, but rather, some other key element is missing.
Oh. Then Paimon knows just what to do. Well, that's why we're helping out. Wait a second.
We could try. It's just... I would need to adjust the ratios in the original formula.
No, we are not trying that. Just show us the original.
Here it is. That said, I'm still missing 2 ingredients.
Now that we can help with.
I need spring water from Springvale to use as the base, as well as Eye of the Storm fragments. But that last one could be tricky.
We've got this.
Let's tackle the Eye of the Storm first.
Fulfill our task! Bring it!
All right, that's the first ingredient done.
Wow, you two work fast. That step usually takes me forever. We can get the spring water down there. The quality of Springvale's waters makes for a stable potion-making ingredient.
That's all we needed, right?
Yes. Let's head back. All right. The ingredients are ready and the cauldron is just over there, so we should be good to go. But,
Is something wrong?
No. It's just... Do you mind if I watch from the side? Just for the purposes of accurate recording, I mean. I know lots of people don't like being scrutinized during experiments, so... Thanks. Then, I'm ready to go whenever you are. I'll make sure to take detailed notes, too. So, are you ready to start the experiment? That's it. Your execution was perfect.
Really?
Yes, I don't see any flaws in the brewing at all. Let me extract some and test the product's composition. One moment. Yes, like I said, flawless execution. The potion is perfect. It's exactly what I was expecting.
So? Was the 7th time the charm?
Upon examination, it seems identical to the previous 6 iterations.
Oh! Wouldn't that make the results identical?
Not necessarily. Experimental outcomes can differ even with similar variables all around. You never know what the result will be. That's what makes experiments valuable in the first place. Come, let's test this thing out. I planted some sweet flowers beforehand which we can use. We just need to douse them with the potion and see what happens.
Try and stop me!
Alright, we poured the growth serum on the flowers. Is that all we need to do?
Yep. The flowers need to fully absorb the potion, so it might take some time before we see a reaction.
What happens then?
The flowers will grow in size while maintaining their original appearance. But then, when they reach 12 to 14 times their normal size, this will prove more than they can bear, as if some upper limit has been reached. They will wither and rot, assuming unnatural forms until nothing is left of them but liquid.
Wait, what? So there's a problem with the growth serum then?
No. I've adjusted the formula time and again, resolving all kinds of issues that arise when inducing small plants to grow larger. Issues like ensuring that the leaves don't get too large, strengthening root diameter and load-bearing capacity, calculating how the increase in surface area might affect sunlight exposure and nutrition.
So, why isn't it working then?
Because the flowers cannot transcend. As above, so below, is one of alchemy's guiding principles. Alchemy seeks mastery over matter, but this world has its limits. It's like a specification etched into the law that governs all things. Part of the purpose of doing multiple experiments is to determine if this specification is stable. Exactly. It proves that the limit continues to exist.
Okay, this is all a bit over Paimon's head, but basically, you needed the experiment to fail To prove that the limits and borders in this world are stable? Oh, what a weird experiment. Huh? Wait a second! That's not a sweet flower at all!
Careful! It's a whopper flower. It must have absorbed some of the potion. Wait, but that's happened before, and it's never gotten this big either. Can this mean...
We can talk about this later! Let's get rid of it first! Whoa, Martin! Yoo-hoo!
Show no mercy!
Time to shine!
Pyroclastic surge! Rev the engine!
Phew! We did it! Even at that size, a whopper flower is just a whopper flower. But,
I could only make a rough estimate during the battle, but it looked at least 16 times its original size, maybe even larger. This means that the experiment worked.
wait, but isn't that a good thing?
I'm still not sure what the implications are. But if further attempts succeed in reproducing this result, that means that something's different. Perhaps the limits and laws of this world are changing due to some unknown factor. I can't say if that's good or bad, but from an alchemical perspective at least, expanded boundaries means that more possibilities are now open to us. Either way.
Seems...
That said, it could also be an effect of the person who made the potion. There could also have been something special about this particular whopper flower. There's a lot that still needs to be confirmed. So I suppose this task opens the way for further questions.
Well, we're here if you ever need some help. Just think about it! Paimon could probably beat a whole gang of treasure hoarders to a pulp if you were 16 times bigger!
I have my doubts. The only reason the serum worked on the whopper flower was because its internal structure was similar enough to a sweet flower. If you drank some, you might become 16 times bigger, but you might also turn into a plant-based life form.
Yeah, nope. That's not happening then. Oh, by the way, Paimon wanted to ask, why is all your research focused on things like sweet flowers and sunsettias?
Oh, that's simple. Both sunsettias and sweet flower nectar taste sweet. So in that sense, accidentally making a whopper flower 16 times bigger comes with a hidden benefit. Because whopper flower nectar...
Tastes exactly like sweet flowers?
That's right. Once I've extracted the sugar from the nectar, I'll give you some.